Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our IUPAC nomenclature. Yesterday we discussed about two rules and the rule 3. The rule 3 is numbering can be done from both sides of principal carbon chain, but that numbering is correct, which follows lowest set of locants. Lowest set of locants. So that means numbering can be done from both sides of the principal carbon chain, but that numbering is correct, which follows the lowest set of locants. So locant is nothing but the substitution is called as locant. According to modern IUPAC rules, that is lowest sum rule is ruled out. Lowest sum rule is ruled out. So that's why we'll discuss about only lowest locant substitutions only. So we'll take few examples for this one. See, for example, I'm taking an example for this one. So according to the example, I'm taking a carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have a substitutions like this, and I have substitution like this. And like this. Okay. Suppose if I give the numbering from left to right, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So where I have the substitutions? I have substitutions at the second position, third position, and sixth position. So here in these positions I have the substitutions. Suppose if I give the numbering from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. According to this, I have second position, and fifth position, sixth position, and sixth position. See, if you see these two both are same, these two both are same, and these 3 and 5. So these two are different. In these, which is getting lowest number for locant? Here we are getting the lowest number for locant. So that's why numbering from left to right is correct, and the numbering from right to left is wrong. So that means what? Our substitution should get the lowest number. So this is the main target of this rule. So that's why this is the right numbering and this is the wrong numbering. I'm going to discuss about rule number 4. According to rule number 4, name of the substituent is always written in secondary prefix. This secondary prefix is in order of alphabetical. In order of alphabetical. Order of alphabetical. Along with their positions separated by hyphen. So name of the substituent is always written in secondary prefix in order of alphabetical. For example, if you have more than one substitution, then you have to write in order of alphabetical. For example, if you have a compound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, for example. Suppose here I have chloro and here I have bromo. So according to your lowest locant rule, suppose if you give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you give the numbering from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, our lowest locant rule is not work. Lowest locant rule cannot be applied here. Why here we cannot apply the lowest locant rule? The thing is, if you give the numbering from both sides, you are getting the lowest number at second position only. So in such cases, you have to follow the alphabetical order. If you see this one, so this is going to start with B and this is going to start with the C. In alphabets, B comes first. That's why the numbering from right to left is right. See, if you give the numbering like this, so what is the name of this compound? 2-bromo, 4-chloro. So if you have all sigma, all single ones, then I can write pentane. Like that. Okay. And for example, if you have two substitutions, F, C, Cl, C, C. In this case, the numbering can be given from this side. No doubt at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How can you name this one? So this can be named as, here we have di substitutions we have. So that's why you can name it as 2,2 difluoro chloro. I mean 3-chloro pentane you can give from here. Okay. 2,2 difluoro 3-chloro pentane. If you write like this, so this will be wrong. Why? We have to start with the chloro. So then what you can write? We can write 3-chloro. We can write 3-chloro 2,2 difluoro pentane. That is 3-chloro 2,2 difluoro pentane. This will be the right name. Okay. So how you can name the alkyl substituents? So the next one is naming of alkyl substituents. What is meant by alkyl? For example, if you have an alkane, if you remove an hydrogen from alkane, then you can name it as alkyl. For example, you have this one methane. By removal of an hydrogen, you can get CH3. So this is called as methyl. And this is methane. Suppose we have C2H6, the name of this one is ethane. And if you remove the hydrogen, you will get C2H5. This name is called as ethyl. Suppose you have propane, that is C3H8. If you remove the hydrogen from this one, you can get C3H7. That is propyl. So propane, propyl. Okay. So if you have a straight chain like this, for example, if you have an alkyl substitution like this, CH3, CH, CH3. So whenever we have alkyl substitution like this carbon, what I am going to indicate with the red color, this carbon is called as free valent carbon. Free valent carbon. So this free valent carbon is always gets number 1 in the case of substitutions. See, for example, see the same thing. So this is number 1. Suppose if you give the number 1 for this one, and this will become 2. So what is the name of this one? The name of this one is, so at first position we have methyl substitution. So the name of this one is 1-methyl. And how many carbons we have in side chain? So we have 2 carbons. So that's why 1-methyl ethyl. So this is the name of this alkyl substituent. So like that, you can give the naming for substituent also. For example, if we have like this, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2. So this is free valent carbon. So this, as this is a free valent carbon, if you give the numbering for this one, 1, 2, 3. What is the name of this alkyl group? Name of this alkyl group is 2-methyl. I mean, at second position we have methyl substitution, and the chain have 3 carbons. That is 2-methyl propyl. So like that, you can give the numbering in the case of free valent carbon. Okay. For example, if I am taking an example like this, if you give the numbering for this one, so what is the parent chain? Suppose if I give the numbering from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Suppose if I give the numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I give the numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Both are same. So that's why I'm giving the numbering like this. In this, see about this substitution. So in this substitution, how many carbons we have? We have 2 carbons. 1, 2. So when you are going to name such compounds, first you have to see the position where we have highest substitution. That means complex substituent. So compared to this is a substituent, this is substituent. Compared to these 2 substituent, this is more complex substituent. So that's why you have to choose first position for this one, 4. So in the 5th position, this is the branched carbon. In this branched carbon, this is the first numbering again. So in this, what are the substitutions we have? 1-methyl and 1-methyl. So that's why 1, 1 dimethyl. So close the brackets. Sorry. Methyl, ethyl, and see the next positions 3, 5 diethyl heptane.